if I wasn't a traffic officer, what would I be doing? There's different parts in the job where it fluctuates, depends on how much money you've got, depends on what happens with the budget and how much the government wants to throw at you, and what incentives are there, such as we have a big burglar initiative, or we've got this, or we've got that, and we need to crack down on drugs. Or one of the things that I did a small stint on the drugs team, that were really good with that. That were proper what you see, the kind of like Sweeney stuff, or literally 2 bags of shit cars or whatever it is, smashing a drug dealer's car outside the road, putting hammers through windows, ragging them out, jumping in their car, and within 30 seconds you don't even know they've been. And cars have all disappeared. It's all sneaky beaky stuff. I like that. I think, and I'm being a typical bloke here and saying what most traffic cops would probably say, if I wasn't in traffic, I'd probably be in firearms. There's a massive fine line because you've still got the cars, but you've also got a gun. Now, could I shoot someone? I think in right circumstances I could shoot someone. Would I want to shoot someone? No. Would I want to carry a gun? I think the look of carrying a gun and how people react to you carrying a gun are good. Would I want to carry a gun? No. Because I've been in that confrontation part where I've been on the floor with someone on top of me and I think I can't get him off. He's just too strong. And I thought, if he wants to go for my gun now, if I had a gun, he'd have got it. Because no matter how big you are, there's always someone bigger and stronger. I wouldn't want that responsibility. I wouldn't want responsibility. It's being hard enough for me on my mental health now, being a traffic cop, seeing what I've done and doing it. But can you imagine pulling a trigger? Can you imagine then? we always put it as this is. Imagine being on a plane. This is how I think it works. Imagine being on a plane to Florida. We are now hijacking this plane. We'll do this. We do. So you stand up, bit of martial arts. Stand up, take them all down, break an arm, knock him out. It's already killed pilot. So you get in a cockpit, flight plane, land plane, save 400 people. First thing that happens when you get locked up for not having a plane licence. Yeah, but I've just saved 400 people. I've just disarmed 5 terrorists. Yeah, but you broke his arm. You're locked up for assault as well. And so that thing of, right, here's a gun, here's all your training, here's this, here's that. Right, we've got a lone shooter in the middle of Manchester. He's going out just obliterating people, shooting people. First arrived at scene, he's there. He's just killed 4 people, boof, shot him, dead. Right, give us your gun, you're suspended. But what have I done wrong? You've given me the gun, you've given me the authority, you've told me to go stop him, I've shot him, I've killed him, why am I getting suspended? I don't think that's what I could cope with. I don't think, now it's not about the killing, but I don't think anyone should die, but I think if you're in the right position at the right time and that's your job, I think there's a difference. So I wouldn't want that responsibility. There's some sneaky beaky things in the police, which I won't go into, sneaky beaky roles. I'd like to have done them. But it's hard, unless you're in that position, it's hard to decide what you want to do. But I think probably the drugs team would have been my forte. I'm not good with paperwork. I'm good with ramming stuff. I'm good with throttling people. And I'm good with drugs. And I don't mean as in taking them, because I've never taken a drug, well, apart from Calpol. But that's perfectly... Have you ever had some Calpol? Got some kids' Calpol and stuff. It's really nice. So yeah, I think I'd have been a drugs team person, and I've worked with them a lot, especially at jobs in traffic and stuff, and they're a top team and they're really good, experts in the field. And if I hadn't done that, I think I'd have probably liked to have left the police and tried something like National Crime Agency, or I know I can't go into MI5 or MI6, but something a little bit different on the scale of the law, if that makes sense. But yeah.
When you first joined, do you join into traffic, or is that something that you move into?
No, when you first join the police, you've got 2 years probation, right. So you are the learner. Right. You come out of police training school, like police academy with Mahoney and all like that. You come out of police training school and you get given a tutor for 10 weeks. That tutor then decides at the end of 10 weeks whether you need to be tutored again, or you need another 5 weeks in tutorship, or you signed off. You signed off, but then you've got 2 years then of basically doing the best you can do and making a good name for yourself. And at 2 years, signed off, and you basically, that's it. You are qualified as a police officer. You are out in the big wide world on your own. After those 2 years, you can learn to specialise. So there's loads. Where before, when I was young in service, it used to be about 4 or 5 years before they want you to go for a specialised post. But now, as soon as 2 years are up, everyone's chomping a bit. They want off patrol. They want to go to CID, firearms. They're even accepting in the specialist firearms acting thing, from what I've been told. So you can go to the elite of the elite after 2 years now. So, but it's all about learning your bread and butter stuff. There's no point crawling and then going into a sprint. You need to crawl, walk, jog, run, sprint, don't you? You need to learn the job, because once you're in this role, I think it's quite hard for you to not come out, but you don't really want to come out and go back to beat, so you need to learn where you want to go. So yeah, don't join. We've launched a Patreon channel. If you want to help out, please see the link below. Thank you.